Are you thinking of going on vacation to London? This travel guide to London will give you the lowdown on the tacky tourist traps you should go to at all costs while in the city. Hey guys, welcome to the travel era. Today we're talking about 8 tourist traps and places. You can safely add these touristy London spots to your London to-do list. Let's start the video with number 1. Buckingham Palace. A plain building surrounded by a gate. There are always a large number of tourists at Buckingham Palace. The statue of Victoria and the wrought iron gate are attractive features of the garden. But other than that, Buckingham Palace is nothing more than an overrated stop on the cultural circuit for celebrities. There are a significant number of other magnificent imperial palaces located throughout the world, but this is what you need to visit. The building is an amazing carbuncle with a strange mix of architectural styles. It appears to be a hotel. If you are still a great fan of the royal family, you should be aware that you can only see the royal state chambers for 10 weeks during the summer. This is the only time that is possible. Number 2. The Changing of the Guards, a glorified marching band. The changing of the guards at Buckingham Palace every day at 11 in the morning is another event that tends to be fantastic. It's like a game of tag, but it's more complicated and requires precise timing. Players enter through one door and exit through the other. In reality, it's just a marching band, but they've been marketing it as some ancient ceremony. In addition, if you want to view the marchers, you will need to begin lining up 1.5 to 2 hours in advance to have any chance of being close to the gate. In general, there are better places to spend your time. Take a picture, then continue. Instead, if you are in the Westminster area, you should go to Horse Guards Parade, which is located along Whitehall. There is also a ritual there for the changing of the guard. It's a good substitute for the Buckingham Palace crowds. Number 3. The London Eye. Crowds in a pod. The London Eye is another trap for tourists that everyone who goes to London has to try. It's just a Ferris wheel, that's all it is. Even so, the London Eye is the most popular paid attraction in all of London and the most popular place for tourists in the UK. The Coca-Cola Eye and the Millennium Wheel are used to refer to it. The intention was for the London Eye to be a temporary structure, but because of how well it sold, the London Eye is now a permanent part of the city's skyline. To ride the Ferris wheel, you will have to stand in an endless line to buy a ticket, wait in line to go on the Eye, and then be crammed into a capsule with a large number of people for the next half an hour. Yes, the London Eye offers a good view of the city. The sunset in the late afternoon or early evening is when the pictures are the most stunning, so if riding the wave is something you must do, then do it. Additionally, the Eye's typically long lines thin out later in the day. Visit the Sky Garden on the 43rd floor of London's Walkie-Talkie Building on Fenchurch Street for breathtaking views that are entirely free. It calls itself the highest public garden in London. All you have to do is schedule your free viewing in advance. You can take the elevator to the 14th floor to the observation deck at the Tate Modern for another cost-free view. Number 4. Madame Tussauds, a wax trap. London is brimming with fantastic national museums that are almost always free and feature top-notch artwork, and in particular, British art. On the other hand, Madame Tussauds is a typical wax museum in a big city that features some British superstars you might need to become more familiar with. We need the appeal of wax museums, but you should be prepared if you want to see fake celebrities instead of just looking for them online. You'll spend money, endure lengthy entrance lines, and encounter a crowded, noisy museum. Getting a good picture with the Marvel comic heroes or the royals may be challenging due to the crowding. Furthermore, the sticker shock price is astronomical. A typical ticket costs close to $40 per person. Skip it and view some actual art instead. Otherwise, you might be the true fool. Just kidding. Number 5. Piccadilly Circus and Leicester Square. The two most famous public squares in London, Piccadilly Circus and Leicester Square, are just like any other Times Square: loud, busy, and extremely bothersome. They are the graveyard of excellent taste. You'll be surrounded by fast food restaurants and inexpensive souvenir shops selling souvenirs made in China. When visiting London, do you want to dine at Burger King? The Lego Store and M&M World are both located in Leicester Square, and Angus Steakhouse. It's excellent that you came to this region to witness a West End production. If not, the only suitable option is to continue through. View the statue of Shakespeare in Leicester Square, then go. Number 6. Covent Garden. Watch your wallet. Since the 17th century, the neighborhood of Covent Garden in London has been one of the city's most prominent shopping and entertainment areas. It is a lively conglomeration of high-end restaurants, cocktail lounges, market halls selling food, and market stalls selling souvenirs. If you have never been to London before, you must see it to believe it. But get there early so you can properly take in the area's intriguing architecture and cobbled foundation. But heed this warning. Covent Garden is undoubtedly a tourist trap with expensive restaurants and street performers. You risk losing your wallet if you're focused on the buskers for too long. Municipal officials are actively working to restore the Covent Garden's historic appeal. Following renovations, Apple Market is now more pedestrianized. It is attractive, but crowded. Number 7. Sherlock Holmes Museum. Psst, he's not real. Yes, Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is beloved by all. He is an astute fictional character with an expert in reasoning. However, Sherlock Holmes is a fictional character and does not need his own museum. There are some wax figurines and some questionably authentic Victorian trinkets, but the gift shop is the museum's primary focus. In addition to the limited selection, the museum's admission ticket is relatively pricey at £15, and it will take a while before you can enter to see anything. Instead, if you adore Sherlock Holmes, go on a 3-hour walking tour to learn about the historical setting. Number 8. Peggy Porschen, an Insta trap. It is pink, it is lovely, and its presence on Instagram has increased its visibility. Other than that, Peggy Porschen in London's Belgravia district isn't exactly noteworthy. If you want to avoid being served expensive, subpar cakes at a snail's pace in a crowded environment, then don't go. Enough said. On the other hand, Belgravia is a peaceful retreat from the bustle of the city and is utterly stunning. Like its neighbors, Mayfair and Knightsbridge, it is London's Champagne with stunning architecture, upscale shops, and attractive leafy parks and squares. Belgravia is the ideal location for a relaxing and opulent stroll. So, which of these locations do you think is the biggest tourist trap? Make sure to comment below. We're excited to read what you have to say. If this is your first time visiting the Travel Era, please hit that like button and subscribe to get more unique videos in the future. Thanks for watching.